Hi everybody, my name is Alicia Farrell. I'm a cognitive psychologist in Old Saybrook. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be about 10 minutes, this video, and we're going to be talking about the situation that you're all in with the pandemic and hopefully be able to give you some tools on how to navigate it for yourselves. I want to start by just saying from my heart, I can't even imagine what all of you are going through right now. Here you've worked for 12 solid years to reach this milestone in your life, to graduate high school and to move on to whatever it is you're interested in doing in your life. And you had expectations. You thought it was going to be like this, and now it's not. Now it's like that. And I'm sure that you're angry. I'm sure that you're frustrated. I'm sure that you're afraid. All of which, of course, would be very normal to feel at this time. And I want to tell you that my heart goes out to you right now. I don't have a lot of answers today. What I do have is I have some hope for you, and hope in the form of a few things that are at your disposal, no matter how old you are, no matter what circumstances you're in. These are things that you can always draw on within yourself to find the strength to get through times like this, adverse times like this. We are built for adversity. We are born with grit, the ability to persevere. We're born resilient, the ability to bounce back from having gone through adversity. And you're going to discover this about yourselves through the course of moving through this situation into this new future, whatever that future happens to be. I want to start today by talking to you about Travis Roy. And Travis Roy is somebody that I saw speak at Conn College many years ago. He had dreams. And his dream, his primary dream, was to play ice hockey for Boston University. And he started with that dream at a very early age, and he worked incredibly hard to get there. And sure enough, he met his goals. He got into Boston University. He got on the team. About 2 weeks into the season, as a freshman, they put him on the ice. This was his moment. This is what he had been working towards his entire life. 30 seconds on the ice, he gets smashed up against the boards and paralyzed from the neck down. Now, devastating, right? You guys have something in common with Travis Roy. First of all, you're about his age. You're about the age at which he lost his mobility and lost his dream. The other thing that you have in common is that you probably all have been planning and working towards something in your life that's been disrupted by this pandemic in a significant way. So at one moment you thought your life was going to be like this, and your experience graduating high school was going to be like that, and now all of a sudden it's completely different from what you had expected. That's a disorienting feeling. That's a place where you feel you can feel anxiety, you can feel stress, you can feel powerless in that situation, you can feel sad, you can feel depressed. All kinds of myriad of types of emotions come up for all of us when unexpected and uncertain things happen in our lives. So he said a lot of really interesting things that night and a lot of really powerful things, but there was one thing in particular that stuck out for me. He said that sometimes you pick your challenges, and sometimes they pick you. But it doesn't even matter, because you always have a choice. Nobody, under any circumstances, can ever take the power of choice away from you. It doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it's the choice you necessarily want to be making. It doesn't mean it's going to be simple and straightforward and it's going to go without additional adversity. No. Most of the time in situations like this, with this kind of uncertainty, it's usually kind of messy to get through it. But you all have this power within you, this power of choice. And there are two things that significantly influence the choices that you're going to be making. One is your courage, and one is your confidence. So let's talk about courage first. Courage is your ability to step into adversity rather than to avoid the challenges that you're facing because of the adversity that you're experiencing. And courage is something that we're able to draw on when we believe in ourselves, when we believe that we're capable. We're capable of handling what comes our way. So courage is something that is available to all of us all the time because it is simply a belief. So here's the rub though. When we are faced with adversity and we're experiencing stress and anxiety, which is a normal part of that experience, oftentimes these feelings that we have don't go away. So what we have to do is find our courage, and finding our courage allows us to push through the adversity, right? It allows us to find our way through the adversity even though we're feeling discomfort. So if you wait for those feelings to go away before you push through the adversity, you'll never get through it. You'll end up missing all kinds of opportunities and choices that you could have made to make things easier for yourself. So what we want to be able to do is what I call stressing forward. And that is, you use stress and anxiety as a tailwind instead of a headwind. So when we use our stress and anxiety and adversity as a headwind, it pushes us back. And when we use it as a tailwind, we find our courage and it pushes us forward. So one of the things that's going to influence the choices that you're going to be making in your life right now is your courage. And I challenge you to find it. You can handle it. All right, so the other thing that's going to influence the choices that you're going to make is your confidence. And it's similar to your courage in that it also is a belief system. And no matter what happens, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to be able to handle it, right? The difference is that we feel, in general, as humans, we think that confidence is something that you have to earn. So we think that confidence is knowing how to do something, but it isn't. Confidence is not knowing how to do something. Confidence is simply believing that you can figure it out for yourself. So I didn't know this at your age. I thought that being confident was something that everyone else seemed to have and I didn't have. It seemed like everyone else seemed to have the answers, that they seemed to be able to figure things out, and it wasn't accessible to me. I was insecure. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out what the next step was. As if there's some predetermined way of living our lives, right? Well, the truth of the matter is that confidence is available to all of us all the time, right now for all of you, and all you have to do is pick it. So that, I make it sound really easy. It isn't easy because you've got to believe that you can persevere, and you're not going to feel that way. So what does that mean in terms of confidence? It means that we oftentimes have to find our courage first and fake our confidence. So your confidence is going to catch up. When you find your courage, your confidence is going to catch up with your courage. Your courage is going to help you push through, and your confidence is going to come as you're pushing through. That belief is going to grow as you're pushing through, okay? I call confidence running your own race because it takes a lot of confidence to think for yourself. And I want to encourage all of you right now, as you're making choices in your lives, to think for yourself. Now, if you are thinking for yourself and you decide that what everyone else is doing or what your group of friends are doing in the face of the situation is the right thing, great, that's wonderful. But take the time to define for yourself what's best for you, what's important to you, what success is for you. So one of the choices that you have right now is to reconsider for yourselves what you're going to imagine success is in the face of this pandemic. And that can be challenging to do, but I know you can do that. And you can always discuss these things with your friends and with your family, with your teachers. It's helpful to bounce these things off other people as well. All right, so you always have a choice. Nobody can take that away from you. In order to make choices in your lives, find your courage and find your confidence. And I'm going to actually read the last part of what I want to say to you, because it's very important to me that I get these words right for you. So hang on just a second. I'm going to find it. Here it is. Okay, so all you need right now in this crazy mixed up time that we're living, this unprecedented time of uncertainty and fear, all you need right now in your life is to find your courage. Courage to believe in yourself, even though much of the time you don't feel that way. The courage to take a chance, to make choices, to fail, to bounce back. The courage to feel discomfort and doubt and take action anyway. It's normal to feel that way, but you've got to take action anyway. The courage to change the way that you're looking at the situation in your life and move your thoughts from a place of pain and discomfort to a place of power and control. All right? From pain and discomfort due to the uncertainty of the situation and the fear to a place of power and control where you're identifying choices that you can make to move ahead. Trust me, your confidence will catch up with your courage. Don't worry about the stress. It's coming. It always comes. And you can't stop it, but you can handle it, and you will handle it. So remember, your life will shrink or expand in proportion to your courage. The more courage you have, the richer your life will be. And in my book, that is success. So go find it for yourself. Godspeed. Take care.